Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to do build videos, but you have to see this. Did you see that? No? Let me rewind.
Enhance.
So first up, we have the Scavenging Demise proc. 12k. Very nice. But watch this. Boom! Where the fuck did that second snipe come from? Guys, this is my broken snipe build.
Why do YouTubers, especially ESO content creators, buy subscribers?
I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves!
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
What the fuck is this shit? What is this? You're showing kills during a fucking build video? I don't have to prove myself to you. Go watch my fucking Twitch. Just fucking skip to the build. This is shit. Fucking meta humping twats. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my latest build video. This is a slight adaptation on the snipe build I had last patch. However, it's very much one bar because I can't be bothered to do 2 bars. If you are looking for a way to just gank quite lazily, then this is 100% the build for you, and I would truly recommend this. As always, there's going to be a written guide on the website. Shameless plug, shameless plug. Also, whilst I have your attention, if you want to be a supporter of the channel, by all means hit that subscribe button. It really helps the algorithm and just makes me look more popular than I actually am, and yeah, makes me feel good. With that, let's jump into the video. So I don't want to overcomplicate this build. I'm just going to give you straight facts and you can decide whether you want to play it or not. I get the funny feeling no one's going to review this build and say I'm completely wrong, because it's a very straightforward setup, and believe it or not, I get kills on it. Wow, is that enough shade thrown? Right, stop throwing shade. So first up, we have the Oaken Soul Ring. Yes, this did get nerfed, but it still has the major stuff on there, such as Major Berserk and Major Brutality, which means, guess what? No buffing up for you. It now has Minor Force as well, which means you can drop that race against time, but for the most part, it's still very effective in making you a lazy shitter. Instead of opting for a monster set, I've gone for 2 5-pieces. They are, of course, Swamp Raiders and Scavenging Demise. Now, I did say this in my last video that these would be a good combo, and believe it or not, that's still the case. Scavenging Demise has a huge proc on it. I can't believe how hard this is hitting. It's up there with Calorians. Now, the only downfall to this is there is a slight delay when it comes out, and honestly, it's a bit unpredictable. Sometimes it jumps out straight away, sometimes it seems to go on vacation, come back, and then jump out. Either way though, it's worth having for that dirty fucking proc. I use Swamp Raiders to get that 600 extra weapon damage on my poison abilities. Realistically, you could drop this for New Moons or something a little bit more hard hitting, like maybe Red Eagle's Fury. Completely up to you, but I do prefer this because it's just all in all a really good set. The one-piece monster set we're running is of course Balorgs, because we just want to pump up that weapon damage. And with the jewelry, I'm trying to go all infused with weapon damage, but I'm a bit lazy and slow on transmutes right now, so forgive me for what I actually have on. This is a ganker, so you want all Divine's traits, and as I said, weapon damage on your jewelry, maybe 1 recovery glyph just to make it a little bit easier to play this build. I see the irony in having a section called skills when this build literally takes 0 skill, so ha ha ha, comedy. So first of all, we want silver shards on your bar. The simple fact is it's a nice spammable, it does a lot of damage, and it also pumps up your weapon damage. Quite straightforward really. Next up on the list is Killer's Blade. You can run Impale because in theory you can execute for long range, but at the same time you can also just shoot another silver bolts or snipe into them. But the main reason you have this skill on your bar is to get the 10% crit for it being an assassination move. Now be warned, you could run Mark Target, and honestly I wouldn't bother. Mark Target is dog shit, so don't run that. We then have Shadowy Disguise. This is how you guarantee a crit, so make sure you have this on your bar, otherwise I can't help you. If you don't understand the importance of this move, this video is not for you. We then have Vigor, because I do believe you need some sort of heal. I know this is controversial to say this as a ganker, but healing is important. And then of course Lethal Arrow, which does poison damage, which procs your Scavenging Demise. Now for your ultimate, Toxic Barrage is always best in slot for me. However, I can understand if you want to run Dawnbreaker instead to get that big fat weapon damage. Okay, let's get into the champion points. Woo, excitement. Honestly, I can't stand champion points, they're so fucking boring. But anyway, I have Fighting Finesse, Backstabber. The reason for these two, extra crit damage. Very straightforward. We then have Deadly Aim, and then Wrathful Strikes. This is a new one I'm trying out. I like the fact that it gives an extra load of weapon and spell damage. Whether it actually works out mathematically, I don't fucking know. I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know how mathematically incorrect I am. For the red tree, I've gone for Pain's Refuge, Boundless Vitality, Refreshing Stride, which is a new one I've been using, and it basically gives you a lot of magicka recovery, and then Celerity. As a ganker, you just basically got to stop yourself from getting caught out. Being a ranged ganker, it means it's a little bit easier to get away, but essentially if someone jumps on you, for the most part you're fucked. So do what you can to get away. And then for the green tree, we have Steed's Blessing, Sustaining Shadows, and then whatever you want is completely up to you. The green tree is very optional in how you want to play. At the start of the video I showed you me killing some people, and believe me when I say my build wasn't even optimized at that point. I've since gone back, upgraded my armor, changed my jewelry, and tinkered with a few traits. But as it stands, I have 4,755 base weapon damage. Bear in mind, when I come out of stealth, this goes up by an extra 300. On top of that, my snipe is hitting with an extra 600 weapon damage because of swamp raiders. And then, just to add to the fun of it, I have a shock glyph on. The shock glyph gives minor vulnerability, which means you do 5% extra damage. It doesn't sound like much, but trust me, it's worth it. Penetration's only at 7,000, but as I said in previous videos, I don't believe penetration is needed to be too high. I mean, yeah, it is optimal to have a decent amount. You don't want to go into a flat 1,000, but 7,000 is a decent amount. I have 40% weapon crit, which I think is pretty good considering that I'm a Nightblade and the very first move I do out of stealth is going to crit. And recovery is not too bad, believe it or not. This is actually probably one of the better recovery builds I've had in quite some time. If you don't want to run a shock glyph, you can of course run double dot poisons. This will also help the Scavenging Demise proc. I also had someone suggest escapist poisons because this will actually stun your target, and I have to say that's a pretty fucking good idea. My race, yeah, I'm a Kojou. Dark Elf also works, and I'd suggest Orc. In terms of my Mundus, it's the Shadow Mundus because you want that extra crit damage, and of course I'm a Vampire. The reason I'm a Vampire is so when I'm stage 2, I get Strike from Shadows, which gives an extra 300 weapon damage. I don't mean to sound like an arsehole, but I'm probably going to anyway. If you're running a gank build, it's a necessity to be a vampire. The extra damage from stealth, the on death passive, the extra speed when sneaking, and how easy it is to get into stealth during the night. I mean, why would you not do it? It's just dumb. I'm running Lavafoot Soup because it gives me extra stam recovery and extra stamina. I always use this in my gank builds because I'm not trying to run a 30k health ganker. I'm just keeping it simple and straightforward. In terms of the attributes, play with it, see what you like. I like to obviously have a decent mag pool. 14k magicka is more than enough to cloak away, but if you feel like you need more, go ahead, put more in. The combo itself is very straightforward. It is the laziest fucking combo in the world, but Shadow Disguise, lethal arrow, light attack in between, and then silver bolt. Repeat until they're dead. It's that simple. Yes, I have killer's blade on my bar, and if they're close to me, I'm going to stab them in the fucking face. However, for the most part, it's a ranged attack. If you want to be extra naughty, throw in the toxic barrage. I know I'm going to look like a hypocrite for doing a build video after I said I'm bored of doing build videos. However, I actually feel like this one could survive the whole patch and further on into the future. I don't think there's going to be any more changes to Oakensole. I feel like it's at the point now where it won't really change. The 2 sets I'm running haven't changed in quite a few patches now. So I feel quite confident that this is a sniper which is going to last at least 6 months. Assuming they don't do any huge changes to Snipe or Night Blades or anything fucking dumb. This is a good build. It's a lazy build. Is it the hardest hitting build in the world? No, because to do that you literally have to go all or nothing. And if you actually want to enjoy your time in Cyrodiil, it's worth having some sustain so you can get more than 1 kill. But anyway, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you run something similar. Let me know if I've missed something important out. And better still, like the video if you actually like the build. And with that, hopefully I'll see you in Cyrodiil, or maybe I'll see you first. And catch you in a bit. Bye bye.